67 Edge Farmer here. I just got stranded on the side of the road earlier this morning. I blew a brake line, so I cut a piece of 3/16 tubing with a tubing cutter. It just has, well, I'll go find one and show you it. You just cut it with a tubing cutter. Just one of these. And you keep turning this just a hair bit and then going all the way around. It has a little wheel with a blade on it. And then you go with this triangle piece and go inside of it, clean all the burrs off, make it nice and straight again. And then this triangle piece just tucks back inside. So, I don't know if this is a double flare or a bubble flare, like a blowing bubbles, or double like as in two. But whatever it is, you get a die like this with a kit. And then you also get this thing here. So what you want your 3/16 tubing to be in the 3/16 slot. And then you get this to line up with this first ridge on that. So I got to pull this down so it lines up. One side by side. Get them to line up. Top to top. And then you tighten these. I think that's probably tight enough. Then you take your die, you flip it over, and then you stick that inside the tube. You got a little pin that goes inside the tube. And then you take your press. I guess that is a double flare, not a bubble, but a double flaring tool for thin wall tubing. So this is for my rear brakes on my 2003 Chevy Silverado 2500. So you take that, and this has a little point on this press, and that point goes inside that hole. So I was thankful enough to get a ride from Hunter to take me back to my house. And then we have another truck just like mine out back in the woods, because I forgot to take the brake line off. So I just took the brake line off, the one that was out in the woods, so I can measure it and see how long I needed this to be. And I made it a little bit longer than I needed to be, just to be on the safe side. I already did this flare here. Make sure you put your fittings on, at least when you're on your last one, because I make that flare, then I put both fittings on there. You want to make sure that they're fitting the right way. So you got your fitting right here, but you want your nut side to be up at the top, and then you rest up against your flare and goes into your brake caliper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to twist this to press it until it's all the way flush. This is really hard to do one-handed. So now I got pressure on there, and I'm just going to press it. Sorry for the shakiness. It's really hard doing this one-handed. Looking at getting a gyroscope or something, or Steadicam for my phone. But what you do is you press this until it's all the way done, all the way down. Almost there. So that's done. That's down all the way. You can see that's all the way down to this plate here. It's flush. And then we back that off again. Take that off. Then you take your die off. You don't need the die anymore. And there's your first flaring step. And then the second step is with this cone. You put the cone on the inside of that hole. And then you press it again until that's tight. So bear with me, I'll set you guys down so I can get this set So I'm just going to put some tension on there so it holds itself in the place I need it. So there we go. And you just press it. And then almost there. That looks like it's good. Back off the press. Cone on the top. So this comes off like that. Put that back in the box. And then that's your flare. So now we can take this off. And that opens up, and there's our flare. It's not the prettiest. It's the first one I've really done on my own, to be honest. I've done a few, but not where I actually needed it. It's not perfect, but I think it'll get me home, because right now I can't drive my home. I had to get a ride from Hunter, take me home, and make me a new, so I can, he's at work, so he had to leave work to come pick me up where my truck is, bring me home so I could make a new brake line. So now I gotta find a ride to get back to my truck now that I got the brake line done. But thanks for watching. That's how you make a brake line. Stay tuned for more, and catch you next time. Thanks for watching.